What is good, YouTube? It is your boy D Murray, and this is D Murray Reacts. We react to some of your favorite videos, Reddit posts, and news. We are at it again with another video for you guys this week. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate it. As well, you gotta hit the notification bell so you know when we're dropping these videos 2 times a week. Today, we have an Am I the Asshole from La Picelle. This was actually one that was referred to us by someone, so we really appreciate that. As I always say, if you have anything that you want me to react to, opinion on, for advice stuff, doesn't really matter, go ahead and send it my way and we'll see what we can do to be able to accommodate you guys. So they're asking today, am I an asshole for my petty response to my boyfriend's purposeful incompetence about chores? Sure. Well, so if you asked him to sweep and he said he didn't know how to use a broom, I think that being petty is totally okay there. Because at that point I feel like you trying to make it seem like I'm a dumbass, right? Like I'm supposed to just do some type of mental gymnastics to assume that you don't know how to use a broom, right? Or you don't know how to wash your clothes if that's what the chore is. I don't know what the chore is yet. I'm just saying that you may not be an asshole for responding if someone's coming at you like that. But we'll see what it is. We don't even know what it is yet. So they start off, my boyfriend has started pretending to be bad at basic life shit like dishes and laundry, like he can't do it, so I do it. I felt pretty frustrated with that and told him straight up that I knew he didn't forget how to clean since he moved in with me. He has always been very competent living alone, and I didn't appreciate him forgetting, they have that in quotes, how to do chores. I said that when I asked him to do dishes and he refused and refused until he finally did them wrong, that I was not that stupid. How does somebody do the dishes wrong? I don't know how one does the dishes wrong. You're washing. If you can wash your body, if you can wash yourself, you can wash some dishes. It's the same principle. It's just not you. So I don't understand how somebody could not wash dishes properly, but let's continue. I don't necessarily think that that's the only thing that the issue is coming from. He said that he was trying his best, and I was wrong for saying he was trying to manipulate me. And that from his perspective, I asked him to do something, and he did the best he could, and I kept at him because it wasn't up to my impossibly high standards, and he couldn't win. And he wanted me to believe him when he said that he was trying. I don't know what standards she has for washing the dishes. I'd like to know kind of what that entails. I'd like to believe up to this point that she just basically like wash them, and maybe like you didn't wash them, you just rinsed them off. I still don't know, but you know, let's go ahead. Anyway, this might be petty, but I decided to give believing him a try. So let's just go ahead and stop right there. If you quote unquote believing him is something that you have to try to do, you already don't believe him. Let's stop playing this game. We could skip the rest of these like 4 paragraphs and we could just get down to business. I'm going to go ahead and continue to read, but you obviously don't believe him. You obviously at that point in time thought that what he was saying, he was bullshit. So thus the reason we are where we are right now. I'd like to see a picture of such dishes that we are talking about. It says, so, ... I'd like to believe you petty all through this. I'm not saying that you ain't got a right to be. I'm just saying that I feel the pettiness through the words that you wrote. He had bleach stained my favorite little black dress. Instead of getting mad, next time he had a family event, I put it on. All right. I don't really think he cares, to be perfectly honest with you. If you wear the dress that's bleached, I don't know that like that's an issue for him. But let's continue. He asked me if I was really going to wear that. It looked messy. I said that I loved that dress and understood accidents happen, so I wasn't mad or upset it had bleach spots. Actually, I thought it looked kind of cool. Did you now? Look, I'm trying to reserve judgment, but I feel that. I feel like some of these things are not legit. I feel like you're trying to make me do some mental gymnastics here to be able to make this okay. He said he really thought it looked bad, which is the reason why I think you're wearing it. And I said if he wants, he could Sharpie on the white spots real quick in the Uber. It ended up looking even worse. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Are we using a marker inside of some type of Uber in order to cover up some white spots on a dress because he doesn't like the dress, but you want to wear the dress and you think the dress, I'm going to use the quotes right now, look cool, and then now magically you letting him Sharpie all over it because he don't like it right before you get to an event and now it looks worse. I would argue it probably didn't look good when you left the house with it. I would argue that when you left, you said, I'm going to wear this because I know that he don't like this. And then now magically here we are. Like, look, the dishes, that could have been on purpose. This could have been an accident. I don't know for sure. I'm just saying that let me ask you a question. Who leaves the house that just got a Sharpie? I leave the house on a regular basis. I don't think I just have a Sharpie handy in an Uber to be doing any type of thing that's necessary like that. But let's go ahead and continue. I think that I'm going a little too far. But let's continue. Another time, we were having dinner, and he had done the dishes, but put some of the cups and bowls in the dishwasher upside down, so they filled with dirty dishwater. I took those cups and bowls, dumped them out in the sink, but didn't wash them further, and served his food in them. You're petty, dude. That's super petty. That's super petty. I'm not saying that it may not be deserved. I'm just saying that's petty. Like that is definitely petty. He said that it was dirty, and I was like, they just came out of the dishwasher. It's just water. It's fine. To be perfectly honest with you, it should already just be fine. I don't know if they're washing their dishes before they hit the dishwasher. In our house, the dishes technically get washed twice. You wash them with whatever we're using. It could be a rag or a brush or whatever the case may be. You wash it, and then we double wash it, right? Put it in the dishwasher. Now it gets washed again. That's the wash that they touch nobody hands, right? I don't know how they're doing it in here, but even if it was full of water, I don't technically know that it's dirty. It would have been dirty before it even hit the dishwasher, which makes me believe she might even be washing dishes like that. Just boom, straight to the dishwasher, no type of rinsing off beforehand, and then we're just letting the dishwasher do the work. In my opinion, and if I come to your house, don't give me those dishes. Those dishes aren't necessarily clean. That's just my opinion. He said that it was disgusting, and I said it was really no biggie. I was getting over my impossibly high cleanliness standards, and I really didn't think that it was that gross. Petty. She's good at being petty. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like she's got the quick responses, right, with the pettiness, because she's pretty pissed off. She's trying to make it seem like she's not pissed off, but she's pretty pissed off. Last time I had cooked for a work party of his. After cooking, the dishes needed to cool for about 30 minutes, then be refrigerated. Because I guess when we said dishes, talking about the food, dish. I had plans with my friends that night, and I asked him to put the dish away after it cooled. He forgot. I ain't even gonna lie, I done left some things in the microwave before. So like, hopefully ain't no pettiness coming out because I left something in the microwave. I done done that before, so maybe I'm also to blame here. Maybe me and this dude is the same. I don't know, but maybe we the same. The next morning, he noticed the dish was not refrigerated. I said it was fine. It was just a mistake, and it would probably be fine to eat. There wasn't a lot of meat in it. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I'd like to know what it was. I ain't eating that. Been out all night. I ain't eating that. He got frustrated and said that you can't serve meat left out overnight, even if it is only a little. And I said, oh, I think it should be okay. Stuff happens. Once again, the quotations on everything that she's saying like that. He stopped being so lazy about the chores after he realized I seemed totally okay with leaving stuff done badly and that he'd be living with it. I feel pretty petty for having been dishonest about it. I actually hate how my bleached dress looked. I didn't even get there and I knew what was up. And my stomach turns at dirty dish soap and unrefrigerated meat. Am I the asshole for being petty? Yeah, you're an asshole for being petty, but I think that some of your being petty is fine given if he truly is doing it because he doesn't care. The one thing that I'm kind of not understanding is that it seems like he had his own place before everything started, and then he moved in with you, but you said like he wasn't this way before, but I don't really know that that's the case. It seems like he may have just always been this way. There is a chance that maybe part of him is like this because he's like, you're just going to do it. In that case, though, you got to start making decisions, though, as far as the relationship is concerned. Like, the way you're going about the change doesn't really create change. It just kind of creates resentment. It's not a good look. already knew you ain't like the dress. The fact that you let him use a Sharpie that magically appeared in an Uber somehow already let me know that. The fact that you put quotation marks around, for the most part, almost everything that you have said to him, and it's not quotations as though these are coming from her, only that this is specifically what I said to him that seemed to be petty. So I'm not upset with some of it, but with some of it, it's like you can't really come at him like that. Not because maybe, not me necessarily saying that he doesn't deserve it, if you will, but because I don't really think that you're going to get the change that you want to out of him just because it's like, well, then they'll be dirty until you clean them. I mean, he might end up being okay with him just being dirty, and now you're dealing with that. You still going to wash him, right? Like, you still going to wash him. You still don't want, I want to see the dress, if I can see the dress too. There are certain things that don't get answered in these, but in this particular case, I think you're an asshole. I think that you're kind of an asshole for going about it the way you're going about it, but I'm not necessarily seeing that you're completely wrong for being upset about some of these things. These are things that are totally fine, right? Like you don't like it because he's not doing the proper thing that you're asking him to do. He leaves the food out. You want to still eat the food. He says you can't eat the food, but he's sorry that he left it out, I guess. So in the scheme of things, you just can't really, I don't think that anyone should be this way when trying to get their point across, especially in a relationship, because a relationship can last through something like this. But like, this is the type of stuff where, like, 10 years down the road, y'all end up getting married, and now we bringing up dirty dishes from back when we used to live in the apartment. Like, that ain't a good look. Like, I don't care what anybody say. That's not a good look. So you gotta work some of this stuff out, because this is what it is when you live with somebody. People are your best friend, and you love them to death until you see they draws. You feel me? So y'all got to be careful out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get it together, because in the end, this isn't gonna be something that helps your relationship if there isn't an actual conversation of, look, I don't want the dishes dirty. You got to turn the bowls over. I know that even some of those things might seem petty just to even say that in general, but if that's your beef, you got to express your beef. Otherwise, y'all are going to continue to have issues like this over and over again. So you're an asshole for the way that you went about it. But if he's actually acting, legitimately acting like he doesn't know what he's doing, just because he knows that you're going to do it for him, then you have every single right to be an asshole. And you don't even need to necessarily be petty about it. You could just outright be like, what the hell are you doing? And then that works well. I think that actually gets us into the conversation that I'm speaking about right now, where everybody gets to air out how they feel, and then we actually come to a resolution, as opposed to using Sharpies on dresses that we love in the back of Ubers on the way to somebody's event. But that's just me. So I think that this one was good. We want to thank you guys for checking us out again. We do this 2 times a week. Got to hit the bell notification note if you want to know when we're dropping the videos. Hit like and subscribe, please. We really appreciate it, especially that like button. That helps with the algorithm, so more people are able to see our video. If you have anything that you want my opinion on, you want my reaction on, it doesn't matter what it is, you can go ahead and you can drop it in the comments. You can drop it in my email, Twitter, Instagram. It doesn't matter. All of those links are going to be in the bio. And we want to thank you guys for checking us out again. I am D Murray, and this is D Murray Reacts. Thank you.